Hello, guys and gals, and this is a movie review for Monstrous. Now, I didn't really know what to expect going into this movie. Um, it looked interesting, and it is. It's a very fascinating film. It delves deep into the supernatural, I would say. Christina Ricci's character, I believe that her first name is Laura Butler, actually, and her son Cody. They moved to a different place from where they were initially staying because she has an abusive husband or something like that, and so they are getting away from him, apparently. And they move to a house that has a lake, and apparently there is a spirit, a ghost, an entity, something living in the lake that seems a little bit malevolent, I would say. It's some tentacle-like creature that really is fascinating. They really play up the supernatural effects in this movie, which is really good. Plus, it has a really good atmosphere, I would say. Kind of, like those good old fashioned ghost stories. It has kind of like those scares. Um, Immersive sound. Loud noises. And some jump scares even, which really makes this movie pretty good. Usually movies that rely heavily on practical effects and stuff like that, well, are kind of iffy, but this one is really good. I really like this one. Basically, in this new place, Laura works as a typist, and takes place like supposedly back in the '60s or something. In olden days, what I would consider olden days, considering like I'm 40 and was born in '77, so it was before my time, and classic cars and all that good stuff. Um, and it really is fascinating because she does live a very interesting life, and she always sends her son off to school. Again, this is a spoiler-free review because I don't want to spoil anything. But anyways, the movie takes an interesting turn out of left field, and it's really, really fascinating. Kind of a slow burn at the start, but really, really interesting, I would say. The movie really managed to surprise me with I think they rely on several viewings because once you know the final reveal, then basically watching it again, then you can basically pick up on things. But really, really, it is fascinating. Really, really, trying to figure out how I can put this into words. Yeah, I've got to, word, and think. This movie was really, really fascinating and interesting. I'll put it like that. At first, you don't really realize what's happening. I kind of put this in the same category as I believe the movie was Freak, where the little girl was in the house with her dad for 10 or so years, and so that was kind of a slow burn too, but it had a big reveal. This is kind of the same way, but basically just because it's kind of a slow burn that has a very interesting reveal at the end, and I won't really go into that. But I like the way they built the tension, and I know they kind of had to pad it out, so it was an hour and a half. I think it was like an hour and 28 with the credits, an hour and 28 minutes, and they did have to pad out some of the scenes, I think, but really, really fascinating the route they took. And I'm being as vague as possible because, well, it's the way that I don't want to spoil anything because this movie's really good. I hadn't actually seen a Christina Ricci movie in a while, and she still has her acting chops for sure. The movie was well acted, I would say. Very intriguing. Um, it's a movie that you should check out. Is it a scary movie? Kind of. Some of the scenes are kind of scary, and then the monster's kind of scary. You see the monster a little bit, the tentacle creature thing. That's kind of an amorphous tentacle monster thing that looks pretty cool, actually. But I can see how some people would be frightened by it, especially with some of the jump scares that there are. Um, this movie was really thought provoking, also. I mean, once you know the final reveal, then it's really thought provoking. But, anyways, again, I'm not going to spoil anything. This is a movie I would highly recommend you check out. I think that it's kind of a slow burn. I will say that it's kind of a slow burn, but that it has a really good payoff, or yeah, payout, and really really fascinating. I'm really glad I picked this up from Redbox. I really don't know what else to say without giving anything. See, this is one of those movies where once you know the end hook, then it's kind of like, well, yeah. But it's also one of those things where you know the end hook and you kind of have to watch the movie again because, well, you know what the end hook is, and then everything starts making more sense. Kind of like in Freak. I think that's what it was called. I'll have to probably check. But this movie was really, really good. I will say this movie is a little bit deceptive. That's basically all I'll say about it. Is the movie is very deceptive. Um, and maybe everything just seems a little bit too surface level. But anyways, fascinating movie, one that I would highly recommend you check out. But that's just my opinion, of course. You can either take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. And if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload. Also, if you want to support me in any way, or if you want to join the Discord server, all the information will be in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved, and have a great day.